Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. Want to look at the Senate, and I want to look at all of these, where you should prioritize. They're not all the same. We're going to look at them and you're going to see a difference, and then I'm going to decide here where to put my generals, where to put the ones that have more red stars, because the buffs change on all of them. They look very similar, so you can get tricked, but they are different. And let's take a look. So we'll start with ground generals first. And you should have some sort of priority with this. And you should also pick Senate generals. Or if you moved on from a general that you had fully ascended, like an elite one, a premium one, like Elise, who's no longer the top of the charts, move her into the Senate. And then you have another one that you're using. Great. But if you're not doing that, if you're actually just getting generals for the Senate, go in the tavern, get them, because you can get the fragments to ascend them. Now let's look. This can fool people easily, right? Like if you look here, and we're going to compare all 6 of these. So this one has ground attack 10% at the bottom. And so is this one, and so is this one. And they also, and they could fool you. They're all pretty much the same, right, at the bottom. But if you start to move up, you'll start to see some slight differences. You'll start to see that some of these change from HP and defense, and some change from in-city to defending. Defending would be in more situations than in-city, because in-city is only defending in cities. You can defend in buildings as well. So let's also look at some of the other stuff at the top. So it says like marching, ground HP. And if we go here, in rally. So marching will be better, because marching is also in rally. So, it's going to be a little bit better, but defending is better than in city. But realistically, if you're looking at siege buffs in here, you're not going to be doing too many defenses with siege in buildings. It's mostly going to be in city, so it really doesn't matter too much. I can get basically 2 range attacks and 2 siege attacks. So I'm going to go with that. And I think that is the way to go here for me. So I do like siege HP a lot too. So it does suck that I'm not going to be using that. But for now, this is what I'm going to be going with. And I can always change those up in the future. So now we have to find the range attacks. And we'll put Trajan in there. And then where's the other range attack? So if it's that one, it's going to be the second last one then. We're going to come right back to it. Nope, I was wrong. It's the last one. So now we'll put Guan Yu. So that's the buffs that I'm going with. I'm choosing attacks over HP. Let's put in fillers on these other ones. And by fillers, I just mean generals I'm not using anywhere, no plans to, and they're only set up for here. So Alessandra could be another one. Now let's go to horse and let's see. So we like number 2 here, siege HP a lot. Let's see what we're going to get here. Siege attack, another one we really like, and siege defense. So now defending ground attack. So I'm really going to be favoring those earlier ones with the siege, especially as a larger keep. There's a siege, and this one is siege. So for me, I could basically cross this one off. Like obviously I'm going to put something in there, but I'm not going to be putting, like if I have a place where I only have gold stars and no red stars, this is the one that's going to be there. So let's see what I'm working with here. What sort of levels? So I have a Martinez, 5 reds, Roland, 4, and then I have 2 1s. So yeah, so I'm going to be having 1 general at least that only has these type of stars. So let's put them in there. And now let's figure out which ones we want. Now, this is going to be easy because I'm done. This must be the BOC one. We've had a difficult time in there, so I can't upgrade there. So right here, defending troop defense is the second last one, because they're all going to be mounted troop attack at the last one. So probably going to be marching mounted defense. So that's pretty much looking like the game changer for me here. So I want that marching mounted attack, and that's where I'm going to be putting my better, more ascended generals on. So that ended up in city HP, and this one did as well on the 4th star. So now, pretty simple, I'm just going to put in my other 1 red stars. So Li Jing, and he's good in the Senate, easy to find. And one more I'm using is a Huo Kabang is my next one. Yeah, also in the Senate. Not one that people normally think of because you wouldn't think of him as a mounted general, but easy to obtain in the Senate. So really liking how I'm getting along there with my ground and horses. It's really going to improve my siege stuff on defense. So archers, I really don't have any options here with stars. So this is going to be pretty simple for me. I basically just have to find one that I think is the best option for me, and then I'll just 1-star them all. This obviously is something I'm going to have to work on, and I have started to collect Lu Jamongs and Minamotos and some other tavern archer generals, and I'm going to start ascending them. So let's see which one do we think is the best here. So basically this one not overly appealing to me except at that 3-star marching range attack and range attack at the end. So 14% range attack. What are we going to get here? Yeah, so looks like none of them are really all that appealing for me. In city mounted troop defense. And right here, this is another good one. In city ground troop defense, in city. So another 14% on the range attack. Can't unlock that one. And here's our final option. Yeah, so we're going to be going backwards to those two, and we're going to compare these two for which one do we like for the attack, which other one. So they both have in-city defense, I believe. Yep. And then it's going to come down to range HP, 4%. Versus range defense. Range HP is harder to debuff, but they're both pretty hard to debuff. In-city ground HP, in-city ground defense. 8 and 10. Oh, this one's mounted defense, so we like that one better. So I think I'm going to go with this one as my preferential. And then the rest of them, I will just, like I said, just a placeholder, hoping for a better day where I can actually use somebody on there. And really got to work on my archer ones. This seems to be a shortcoming of mine. Edward the Black Prince. And Siege, what are we working with here? So I have a Ulysses Grant that has it, and a Ulysses Grant with 1 star. So this one should be easier for me also because I'll just have less options because it's the bottom rank, right? It gets unlocked last. So we got 1 option, 2 options. Nope. There, we got 3 options to compare. So this one has siege attack, defending troop attack, 6%. Gotta really like that. In rally siege defense, in rally siege HP, defending. So really, I like the mounted troop HP, and then I like the 16% siege attack on defense. And what are we going to get here? We're going to get in-city HP, in-city defense, marching siege defense. I like that. In-city defense, 6% versus in-city attack, 6%. Hopefully this one's like a no-brainer. In-city mounted HP, marching siege defense, in-city marching siege attack. This is a pretty good one. I think temporarily, I think I do like this one. So siege attack would be 14% on that one. And let's look on this one. Siege attack would be 16%, only on defense, 10% on offense. In rally siege HP, this is probably actually the best one. It has so much siege stuff. Although I'm a sucker for the in-city horse HP that's on this. So I think I'm going to go with here. I'm just going to go with the 1-star Ulysses for the in-city HP. This one is just going to get your standard. And then over here, all the siege stuff, I'm going to go with my Ulysses Grant. And yeah, so what do you guys think of my Senate? Think about what you want to do in the Senate. They're not all equal. That's the point of this video. And plan it out according to what type of troops you have in your city. Let me know how you guys are doing it. Have you already done this, thought about it? And like, subscribe, leave a comment.